Okay, for this task you're going to add an appointment. So first click the add button and then this pop-up will appear, and now you type in the name, which will be dentist, and then you type it in, and then you click the start field, which will allow you to select a month directly, and then that would become highlighted, and the date would show up here, and then you would type in the time, which is already here. So let's just assume you've typed it in, and then you need to set an end. So you click on end, and unhighlights it from before, and then you click on when you want it to end. Highlights the same date because it's on the same day, and that shows up, and then you'd enter the time again, which is 1 PM for this example, and then you'd enter your tags, and you would type H because the tag is going to be health, and it would all complete it for you because that tag has been added before, and then you would type in your location, which is some random street address, and then you would press save, and this would come off and the event would appear. Okay, this is the deletion task. Click on your event, then this pop-up appears, which is the same as the add pop-up except the fields are read-only. To delete it, you click on edit, and then these fields would become editable, and there would also be a delete button, and then you click on and then you click on delete, and then it disappears. Okay, this task is to edit the appointment to move it to another free slot and also add a reminder. So first you simply drag the event over, and then the date will change to the 18th, and that's that. And now you want to add a reminder, so click on the event and then you press edit, and the buttons change and also adds a delete as before, and the extra options appear. And then you would type in the things. There would be a drop down box here which is selectable from days, weeks, months, years, depending on when you want the reminder to be. In this example it is 3 weeks. And then you press save, and then this all comes away, and you would get a reminder at some point in 3 weeks. Okay, this is the task of setting a recurring appointment and also setting a set time for it to finish. So click on the event as before. The read-only event view pop-up thing will appear. Then you click edit, and it swaps the buttons out, and these become editable. And then you click on more settings, and it gives you the extra settings, and then you would enter how long you want it to review for. In this example it is every 1 month. This would be a drop down box which is selectable between day, week, month, year, and so on. Then you set when you want it to finish. In this example is after 4 occurrences. This would also be changeable between day, month, year, so on, but also occurrences as a separate thing. And then you would click save, and it would automatically appear every month. That's it. This task is switching between different views. We have year, month, week and day. So this is currently in the month view. So now you would click on the zoom mode. Now would change your cursor to a magnifying glass, which lets you zoom in with left click and zoom out with right click. So for the first example, let's try zooming out. So right click, and this would switch you to the year view. And then let's zoom back in to July, which is where we were before. Okay, and then let's try zooming to week 3. the event would show up. And then let's try Zoom on Monday. And that would show the day of for that. That's that. Okay. This task is finding the busiest and quietest days of the month. So click on the filter button, and then this little pop-up would show, and then you want to tick the availability hotspots feature, and the tick would show, and then on the calendar would show in the backgrounds of each day a gradient between blue and red showing how busy that day is. So it would be, if the day was completely empty, it would be blue, and if it was quite busy, it would go towards red. That's it. Okay, in this example, we're going to filter between the different tags in the calendar. So click on the filter button, pop-up would show, and then start typing which tag you want to show, which in this example is H, and then it would autocomplete to health. If there were other tags starting with H, it would show a drop-down box listing all of them, and then you could select them. This would then hide events which are not in the health tag, and that's it. Go. Okay, this is the add task for our mobile view. So this is the month view right now. So click on the add button, and then the screen swaps over to this create screen, and then you would enter the start date, and this would show up, and you would also enter your time, which is 12 PM in this example, and then you'd enter your end date, and then it is the same date an hour later, and then you would type in your name of the event, and then you would begin to type in the tag. So for this example it's health, which obviously starts with an H, and this would all complete to health, as this is the only the only tag beginning with H. If there were other tags beginning with H, it would list them all in a drop down box, and then you would press save, and it would swap back to the original screen but with the event added at the bottom. That's that. This task is deleting an appointment from the mobile view. So we already have our event here, so click on the event. This would take you to the event screen, and then you would click edit, and these fields would become editable, and a save button and delete button would show up on the bottom, and then you click delete or press on delete, and then this disappears, and so does the task, and that's that. Okay, this task is to edit an appointment, changing it to be in another day, and also add a reminder. So we've got our event already added, so click on the event, it takes you to the event view. Then you need to click on edit, and this changes to have save and delete buttons, and then we want to change the start and end date to be the 18th instead of the 17th. So click on the date and change it. This becomes the 18th, and then the same for end. And then we also want to add a reminder for it to remind us in 3 weeks' time. So click on reminder, and then you would enter when you want the reminder to come, between like days, weeks, years. So for this example is 3 weeks, and then you would click save, and this would just take you back to the previous view. Okay, for this task we're going to set a recurring appointment on our existing appointment. So click on the appointment, I'll take you to the event screen, which will have an edit button here, and then you click on edit, and these fields would become editable. I would also add a save and delete button at the bottom, and now you want to add a repeat for every 1 month, so you would click on that field and enter 1, and then month, and month would be a drop down ranging from day to year for like different intervals, and then you want to set when it finishes, so click on that to enter your when you want it to finish. And in this example it's 4 occurrences, but similar to before, it can also be days, weeks, months, years, and so on. And then you would click on save, and it would take you back to the previous screen, and that's that. Okay, this is the mobile view task of switching between different views. So currently we're in the month view, and now we're going to zoom out to the year view by pinching, or reverse the pinching. This would take you to the year view, and from here you can tap on a month to get to it. So tap on a month, and then this would return to our month view. And then you would do, now we want to zoom in to a week view, so you pinch again, and this will take you to the first week. From here you can scroll along this to get to the different weeks in the month, and then we want to go to the day view, so tap on a day, and that would take you to the day view. And similarly you can pinch out to get back to the month view, like back to the week view and then back to the month view. If you want to pinch out again, and then we're back, and that's that. Okay, for this mobile example we're going to find the busiest and quietest days of the month, so click on the filter button. This will take you to the filter screen, and from here you would tick the availability hotspot, and it would show, and then you press the back button to go back to the month view, and it's not shown, but on the screen the backgrounds of each day would be coloured ranging from blue to red, showing how busy each day is in terms of number of tasks. So days without any tasks will be blue, and days that are quite busy will be red. Okay, for this example we're going to filter between the different kind of tags in the calendar. So in this example we have our dentist appointment, which has the health tag, and the birthday appointment, which has the birthdays tag. And yeah, so click on the filter button, and this will take you to the filter screen, and then you would start typing in the tag in tags, and for this example we're going to search for health, so start by typing H, and then this would all complete to health, as health is the only tag in the calendar which begins with H, but if there were other tags that began with H, it would show a drop down box listing all the different tags to switch between. So now you would press the back button, and it would take you back to the previous view, and it would hide appointments that aren't relevant.